Oh, look at him go. Hi, everybody. I have a little bit of an unstructured episode for you today. I haven't really filled up my to-do chest too much, but I have plenty of notes I can look at for things that I might want to do. But something really, really great has happened. I am very happy. Watch this. Or actually listen to this. One moment. Give it a second. This little guy's in the Twilight Forest. I think you know what he does. Yes. We have sounds again. I have fixed it. And yes, there's that sound. Still haven't found that. I've been looking tirelessly for it. Now, unfortunately, this sound just keeps on playing forever, even after you break the bug. But we won't worry too much about that. Let's go over here and play with our locomotive. Actually, let's get some whistle tracks, too. So I'll tell you how I fixed them in a moment. It's actually very simple, but I just want to see this work first. So give me a lever, please. Lever. So yeah, it's a very simple fix. All you have to do is disable liteloader. You go to Edit Mod Pack in the Feed the Beast launcher, click on Jar Mods, and disable the liteloader mod. I don't know exactly what liteloader does. It didn't have any obvious effect after I disabled it. I assume it changes the way... Oh, I already have one here. Okay, didn't even need to set that down. I assume it changes the way Minecraft loads in some way and makes it load up a little bit faster, but I am okay with it taking a bit more time if it means I get to hear all of the sounds of the game. So, let's try this thing. Yep, there it goes. It's lovely. All right, so this will take a little bit to get going. Once it does, I just want to make sure it whistles when it goes over this track. Because, yeah, I'll definitely want to scatter these around in places where it'll actually warn me when it's coming so I don't get hit by the train so much. All right, so I'm going to want you to stop. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Excellent. Oh, the sound actually plays from the track rather than the locomotive. Interesting. Okay, cool. Now, another thing I wanted to try was, you remember I was a little unhappy with X Reliquary since the gun didn't make any sounds when we shot it. I kind of want something to shoot at, just because. I guess I could just shoot it as it is. Oh yeah, my crystal capacitor is charged up here. It's all purple and stuff. I am seeing wisps spawn around here occasionally. Not too many. I'm not creating a whole lot of flux, but yeah, there's going to be nothing in this cave. All right, let me find something to shoot at, and you know, let's just shoot at a chicken over here. Oh, hey, guy, he's picking them up. This farm, as small as it is giving me quite a lot of output. Like, that is way more cocoa beans than I'm probably ever going to use. Or at least it'll take me a long time. I'm not using them nearly as fast as they're being produced. I'll talk about what this is in a moment. But let's just shoot a chicken. Oh, I'm wearing apiarist's gear, so I'm not jumping very high. Yes! Yes, it makes noise! Boom! Alright. That makes this so much better. Audio, so speaking as a game developer, audio is one of the biggest, or just plain old sound effects are one of the biggest things you can add to your game to help with the atmosphere of it. Without them... Can I push you back in here? Without sound effects, the game just sort of feels dead, and you know, nothing is just quite right about it. But yeah, that just makes a big difference. So I'm very happy about that. So we have sounds again. Now this thing right here, I'm kind of outgrowing my yard for beekeeping, so I'm thinking about making some sort of building to work in for it, and having a little bit of a mental block on how to design that building. So what I have going on right here is this is sort of a palette of blocks to choose from. I sort of picked ones that I thought might be good to use because I know we're going to need cherry wood. I started there because that's what alvearies look like. These are alveary blocks and these are cherry wood slabs. So we have that color in there no matter what. Apiaries are about the same color. So that one's a requirement. And since they're bees, yellow and black sort of makes sense for colors. So we have this ebony wood here. We could always use black wool. Definitely will want to incorporate stained glass. I didn't bother actually making any because you can't pick it back up even with Silk Touch. So we'll make that once we actually build the building. And then I just sort of picked out some other blocks that went along with that. Now this end stone here kind of looks like, I don't know, just something about the texture reminds me of like insects. And you know, if you watched my Waking Up series, like the what was it called, the nest, used end stone all over the place, and that was sort of the effect Vex was going for. There's like insect eggs here, sort of. I don't know. Anyway, I'll actually get the building built a little bit more before I talk about the design of it much, just in case I change my mind and say something that won't be true anymore. Definitely want to use amber blocks. Problem is amber is kind of rare and hard to get, so I'm going to have a real tough time finding enough of them. Maybe we can go with like orange stained glass for now in place of that. But anyway, I have the same thing over here for a nether portal building, because I want to move that nether portal out of my cave. And you know, this is pretty obvious. Like, this is mostly just nether materials. I got a couple of extra ones in here, like obsidian. You won't find the nether other than your nether portal. Basalt I think would look pretty good, smooth basalt. And cracked sand possibly. On the Minecraft server, Zisto has built a really nice area around the nether portal and nether hub inside it that uses a lot of cracked sand to great effect. So I'm sort of taking some inspiration from that. But anyway, let's get to something else instead of just talking about design this whole episode. So I've run into a little bit of a bug. The maps in the game, I don't know if this item even normally stacks. So I was exploring this area, filled out a map of like the entire thing, then kind of went up north. This is north, right? Yeah. And started a new map there. Then I noticed that it stacked with the one that I'd filled in here and had sort of overwritten it. So this is a new map now because I remade it here. Let's just test something out. I think something about one of these mods, or something about the mod pack, the way it's configured, breaks maps in some ways. So let's craft a new map and see what happens. So I have the paper here and compass here. So if I make a new map, you know, it's a blank map, of course. Oops. And I'm going to initialize it. Now let's see what's happened to our other two maps. Okay, they're still intact. So what I then did... Oh, that looks cool. Huh. Never actually looked at this zoomed-in view. So that's what my place looks like from above. Wow. So what I then did with this is zoom it out. And so I zoomed it out once, then put it back in here and zoomed it out again. Let's try, instead of doing that, actually pulling it out each time. Okay, so we're still fine. Let's do that again. Watch it just work perfectly now that I'm trying to show you what it was doing. Okay, so we're at level 3, or 2, 2. 2 more to go. This one will be fine. Still good. Now on the last one, I suspect that something's going to happen here. Yeah, see, okay, that reinitialized. I had a little bit more area explored, and now if I stack these, they just stack together. So that's no good. I don't know what to do about that. If anybody knows a fix for that, please let me know, because I'd like to be able to use maps in more than just one area in the entire world. Because, yeah, now I just have a stack of 4 of them that's... Oh, I hear a wisp. Yep. I spotted it for a second. Let's actually take this off. The reason I'm wearing that is because I was breeding, trying to breed austere bees. Because they are another bee species that's very important to have. They're sort of a key ingredient in breeding a lot of other species that I'm going to need. But I'm having a lot of trouble getting them stable. You have to do it in the nether. I think it used to be in a desert, but I looked at the master APRS database in a desert, and it said mutation chance 0%, so I just had to do it in the nether. But anyway, that's just something I'm working on in the background. I'm not actually going to show any of that. Although, speaking of bees, something really funny has happened. So I've been avoiding looking up when I've been doing this. I'll show you why. Let's get out our scoop. So you know those swarm hives? We saw one last episode. One of them decided to spawn right there. Which is pretty hilarious. It's just, I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's like it's on the underside of my wooden ceiling here. So, you know, that's sort of how paper wasps make their... paper wasps, is that what they're called? Some sort of wasp makes their nests. Oh, I can't actually get up there from here, can I? Nope. All right, well, can I reach it from here? I kind of almost want to leave this just because it's really funny there, but I'll... You know what? I am going to leave that. That's going to stay there. I don't need that Swarmer Princess. So cool. That's a unique decoration in our house. Cicada, where would you go? I guess in here, but this dang chest is full. Do I have any room for these? Maybe? These are still out of fuel. Haven't done much of anything with that. I think my... oh, no room for that. All right. Well, I'm just out of room. I think my one biogas engine is still just refining my fuel down there. Let's go check on it and see how it's doing. Now, I have magic wax on me. Been doing some thalmic bees breeding. Magic wax is produced from... What? How? How are you here? How are you here? What? Huh? I'm confused. I don't know how these guys got down here. They must have fallen through the... Oh, yeah, I guess they fell through the floor there. Because I noticed my snow golem had done something similar. Hang on, let's just check this. Okay, going fine. Need to pump some more oil sometime soon. Okay, that's... I guess you guys live down here now. Ha! Because these two used to be, I think, right up here? Let's check up there and see. So maybe the one guy I thought had died in that spot actually didn't and just fell through the floor and is down in my caves somewhere. But I haven't run into him, and I ran into those guys pretty quick. Let's check over here. No, these are all still in place. Okay, did they fall through over in this area? So my snow golem's in the floor. He's melted. He's a really short little guy now. And, you know, I tried throwing snowballs at him. Like, you'll notice this doesn't have any snow on it. So I'm just going to have to kill him and remake him to if I want to farm any snowballs that way. So I had a few more villagers over here. And they're all here. Huh? Where did those guys in the basement come from? Now, my villagers can't be breeding. I have, like, no doors in my entire world. What's going on here? Wait, okay, so those two, I did have a couple inside, and yeah, this guy's gone. Okay, so he's fallen through the floor. There's some snow. Oh, that's where my snow golem actually is. I don't understand this game sometimes. So they fell through the floor, and they live down here now. Anyway, let's stop talking about this and do something else. So... I was reading a forum thread on the Feed the Beast forums where there were some pretty interesting suggestions. It was sort of a, I checked my coke oven, I broke this block and waited a while and was still hearing the noise, so that's at least not the only source of it. I don't know whether it is a source of cave noises, but it's okay, I guess. So yeah, there was sort of a thread of tips and tricks, things that people might not know. And I found some good ones in there. So I'd like to make a wand of equal trade and try out something that I heard you can do with it. Now, right now I need to deal with some of the aspects that are in these alembics here. We have 1 metallum and 7 tudamen. So these need to be a multiple of 8 to get them out with an Essentia file or a glass file. So I need... like 1 tudamen and 7 metallum somehow. So let me figure out how to make that happen, and then we'll get these cleaned up. So I'll be right back. You know what? Never mind that. I looked at what it would take to make that happen, and I went through this process before. Now, one thing you can do is you can just throw stuff into the crucible, wave your wand at it, even if you're not actually transmuting anything, just to get stuff into these alembics to put them into files. There are some reasons to do that, but I won't talk about that right at the moment. But anyway, we're just going to spill this out into the flux. Yeah, shift right click it, and it's all gone. So anyway, we're making a wand of equal trade, which is simply, yeah, first we have to make wand of the apprentice, and then vis shards, take 16 permutatio and 4 instrumentum. 4 instrumentum, 16 permutatio, and here we go. So, the thing that I think you can do with this, someone mentioned using it with flowers as the target block, or whatever the block you're changing things into for mining. So that sounds pretty clever, because a flower should just pop right off of the ground as soon as it's placed down on something that can't, a place where it can't go. So let's give that a try. We're just going to do it with one block first. So shift right click, then we're going to left click this grass. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah, so it can plant on dirt, so that works. Now, I'm in need of some endstone, since I'm going to use a whole lot of it in my, my bee building, potentially. So let's go to the end and see if we can just mine a whole bunch of this using flowers. So can I do this? I sure can. Oh, and they plant. Interesting. So let's try right-clicking someplace that's not right where that is, and see what happens. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, wow, and it makes a hole shaped like that. And this flower stayed there. The rest of them popped off, but wow. Okay, so, real good use for flowers. Oh, man. Real good way to get, like, a whole bunch of materials. Like, I wanted an item that could do this, and now I have one. Hee hee! That's super cool. Alright, so that's... hearing those noises everywhere, and now they're bugging me every time. Anyway, so that's a good way I can get endstone and other things. Let's head back to the overworld and do some other stuff. Alright, so here's something I'd like to experiment with. We talked about vertical travel in here, just using ladders temporarily until I get a better solution. Last time we were going to do it with arcane levitators. I'm going to try something a little different. We might still do that. I have the materials to make them now, but I'm going to try the Industrial Craft Magnetizer. So from what I understand, this lets you use these iron fences like ladders. So I'm thinking I could just put like one pole all the way through the middle of this and just be able to climb up and down it. I don't know how well that'll actually work in practice, but it'll be fun to at least see the magnetizer, see what it does. I don't know if it takes power or what, but that looks pretty simple to build. We've already had to build one of these for one of those Greg Tech machines or another. I think it was the industrial electrolyzer. So that was 2 redstone. Wait, no, 6 redstone. A machine block. And 2 iron fences. I think I have some iron. Yeah. I'm going to need those for use with it. Okay. So let's first just place this down. Oops, that's a torch. Alright, doesn't look like much of anything. I can't interact with it, so I don't know if this takes any power. Let's see here. So if I just put these like this... Can I climb these? No. Oh wait, I need... Am I remembering right that I need special boots for these? Static boots? Are those the ones? Maybe. Let's try them. No, this doesn't seem right. Hang on. Let me check the Industrial Craft Wiki and make sure I'm doing this right. All right, there's no way I would have actually figured this out. So it does take EU. So we'll pick it up and pick this up. It doesn't consume any when I'm nowhere near it, and I have to be wearing some sort of metallic boots, so it's not going to work with these. So I'm thinking this won't ultimately work, but we'll at least play with it a little bit. So I'm just going to hook it into the into this right here. And put these back onto... Oh, well, now I'm not wearing any change boots temp... Oh, those are in my hand. Okay. So let's try this. Sure, that'll do for a test. So I put on metal boots, walk up to it, and... Oh! I didn't press anything. Okay, I just went straight up. They said something about right-clicking on the fence. Oh. No, I don't have to. I just walk right up to it, and I go up real quick. That's neat. But I don't think it's worth changing my boots just to go up and down every time. That would be cool if I was in the habit of wearing iron boots, but I just like these too much. Because like these don't work as yeah, those are made of enchanted fabric or whatever it's called. Okay, so that's man, I wish these were metallic because that's really cool. Oh well, maybe in another situation somehow we can make use of that. So instead, maybe we'll do arcane levitators. I could build some of those. For now, there's actually something else I want to play with. And if we have some extra time, I'm going through my stuff pretty quickly because I didn't actually plan very thoroughly for this episode. So if we have time, we might make some arcane levitators and try to lay them out here. Oh, I got rid of my floating brewing stand. Oh well. But what I want to do is, so those wisps that are in the nether, yeah, I'm creating a lot of flux down there. So we saw all the wisps. We saw that we couldn't actually kill them with bees. And I saw a witch spawn in there, which can happen from high flux. I wish I had my, well, I guess I don't need the goggles of revealing just yet. And I heard thunder when I was in there, so apparently lightning is striking in the nether somehow. I don't know how that works exactly, like if it's striking on top or somehow goes through the ceiling. But anyway, yeah, look at all those wisps. That is a lot. This one's gotten out. There's just so many crowded into this space that they just sort of push each other out through the glass. Oh, I replaced this redstone engine with an autarkic gate. That works great on obsidian pipes. It'll suck up any drops that are in that area. So basically, we just need some sort of area of effect damage to wisps. And there are a few different possibilities for that. So one thing we could maybe do is just stick an iron golem in there. I don't know if they're hostile to wisps or how long they'd last if they start attacking them. We could try a plain old normal iron golem or maybe one of the ones from Thaumcraft. We know what normal iron golems look like, so let's try one of the Thaumcraft ones and see if we can get it to do anything good in there. First, let's go get our Thaumonomicon and read about it. Another possibility would be the Tesla coil. We looked at those in the last world. Those take EU, and I'm not entirely sure how I generated in the nether. Probably a thermal generator, pumping lava out, but that's going to be finite. I'd rather be able to do something with like a solar panel, or I guess you can't use a water mill in the nether. That won't work. I don't know of a way to like teleport EU interdimensionally other than maybe with energy crystals and an ender chest. That would probably work. Could set up something totally crazy for that, but I'll bet there's something simpler we can do. So let's first take a look at these iron golems down here. So they look like that. Basic. Iron Golem Guardian. In place will guard an area and then choose any monsters that dare enter it. Smart versions can be assigned to wire varieties. Okay. Melee combat. Okay. There's that dart launcher upgrade we found out about through knowledge fragments that we don't have in this world. I have a few knowledge fragments. Yeah, I could probably get what I wanted with that, but we won't do that right now. Okay, let's just build one of these and see how it behaves. We'll just build a basic one. So we need 4 bricks and some niter. I have niter here. And let me go get some bricks and the rest of the aspects we're going to need for this, and we're going to build this guy. Alright, here's the animation core. Just takes 4 rubber. Real easy. Oh, I forgot to put on my boots. Here we go. Save a little bit of this. And for the golem, I found that a good source of Turamen is rubber boots. They have it and nothing else. Since it was an even number, I couldn't do anything to get this one Turamen, or was it 7? However much it was, out of there. But we can use it for this recipe, since we needed 12 of it. That's not actually there. So there we go, Iron Golem Guardian. And this is going to be Saxum, Vinculum, Solum, and Corpus. Great. And 3 of those are not multiples of 8. Anyway, we'll deal with those excess aspects later. So we want to go to the nether and try this guy out. I have no idea how they work. Whether this will even attack wisps or... Are you actually in the wall? I think you are. That's no good. Oh, no, there he is. Okay. So where's my wand? It's on the infusion altar. Because I might want to pick this guy up again. I don't know how durable these guys are. I think one of the knowledge fragment research things was to give them some sort of armor. I don't actually remember. So those might be worth doing soon if we're actually going to be able to use these guys. So let's see what else. I don't think an attack turtle would quite work because maybe if I made the chamber a bit smaller, but I can't really funnel the wisps to a spot right in front of it. At least not very easily. And you kind of need that for the turtle to be able to... Oh, okay. So these are for melee attacks. I'm gonna just break this one block here. Plop him in there. Let me put you in here. Come on. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, he can't even reach that guy. Oh, hey, that... Oh, weird. Look at that. Anyway, this poor guy is dying. Let's pick him up. And that conveniently sucks him up into there. Okay, so that's not going to work. He can't reach the wisps that are up top, and they're just going to kill him real quick. So that one's no good. Okay, so Tesla coil's still an option. Another idea I had was so there is this mod called Modular Force Field System. I had it disabled in my other world, but it is what adds the monazite ore. This can be pulverized or smelted or macerated into forcicium. Now forcicium is used somehow in, okay, right, we make this MFFS force energy crystals, and somehow ooh, losing my voice. Somehow these are used for powering force fields that can do various things. I'm wondering if there's one that I can use that will just kill stuff passively. I think there's one that kills mobs that pass through it, but I don't know if I could employ that inside that tiny little space in there to get it to work. So let me spend just a little bit of time reading about MFFS, and we'll try and figure out how it works and see if we can make it do what we want. All right, I can't say I fully understand this yet, but I'm looking at the wiki, and let's just go through the steps and see where it brings us. So I've pulverized some monazite here into forcicium, and what I need to build is an MFFS extractor. So that's the start. So we need force energy crystals, which require two. Okay, we need 2 diamonds, some forcicium, advanced machine block, extractor, electronic circuit. Okay, let me make those things. All right, here we go. So let's see what this thing does. So we craft it like this, I think. And here we go, MFFS extractor. So this thing needs industrial craft energy. Though it said it can also take buildcraft energy. Let's actually put it here, since my MJ production is a little better than my EU production. Wow, lots of text and stuff on that. All right, I'm hoping I can move this easily later. Let's see. So I want to put this into oh man, this is complicated. All right, so if I put a piece of forcicium in there, now what? All right, let me let me do some reading and figure out. Oh, what's all this? Huh. Okay, I think I need some sort of card in this thing. All right, let me figure this out. All right, so here's an MFFS card. I think you insert this into this machine somehow, and it oh, I clicked it. Okay, so if I click it, it tries to do something. Shift click? No, no. All right, so I also need one of these. Okay, so more crystals, more electronic circuits and cables. Man, this stuff's such a pain in the ass to build. I need to set up a fabricator for these things because I'm tired of crafting them. Or maybe I'll just make a whole stack of them or something. All right, back to crafting mode. All right, this is sort of hurting my brain now, but hopefully it'll all make sense once we get it together. So here's an MFFS capacitor, and I looked ahead a little bit, and I know we're also going to need an MFFS projector. I'm getting tired of saying MFFS. That's a little hard to say. Okay, so projector, another advanced machine block, more advanced alloys. I'm just about running out of these. Only have a few left. After I craft this, I'm down to 1. So here's this. What was the frequency transmitter? Another one of those is like this. Hopefully that's the end of the expensive stuff we have to build, but I'm guessing we might need even one more component after this. Okay, so here's a projector, here's a capacitor. I wonder if it's a good idea to be doing this indoors. Well, let's hope nothing's going to go horribly wrong. So apparently these things don't have to be touching or anything. I don't know if they have to be like in line with each other. Let's just plunk this here and see if we can link the two. So what do we do? Okay, right. Success. Power link. Card create. So now I use it on here. Card installed. Okay, cool. Please set name. Okay, cool. So I think this is going to send power to this somehow. Or let's see. Okay, so I think you have. Oh, hey, wait. Something happened. Oh no, that's okay. Power uplink. This is crazy stuff. So let's see. I have to turn it on with a redstone signal, I believe. Let's get a couple of those in case we'll need more. Let's try this and see what happens. Nothing. I put that in there. Do I need more, or like that goes in that slot definitely. Okay, let me read a bit more. All right, I think I might just need to turn this thing on. I don't know what this is. This is there's no tooltip or anything, but oh, there's a lever right there. Why is there a lever there? Yeah, okay, that did something. Take this off because it's doing nothing. I think I had a liquid duct there once doing something. Oh, okay, cool. So it's extracting, I guess. And yeah, it's sending to here. All right, so we made something happen, though it's not really doing anything yet. Let's put down our projector, and I think you link these up the same way, so I need another one of those card things. This is why I didn't want to play with this in this other world, because it just seems way overcomplicated, but I hear it does cool stuff. Okay, so I link it like that. All right. So there's our projector. Now, I need to give this... Oh, boy. Can I just give it a redstone signal? Will that do anything? Nothing. Okay, right. So I need to give it a module of some sort. How does this work? Projector module. Okay. MFFS projector module, diagonal wall, sphere, cube, wall, deflector, tube, containment. Let's go with cube for now. Okay, so obsidian and one of those. Cool. That made lots of those, so I have plenty. I think I have some obsidian here. Yep. A bit low on it. I need to get some more. Alright, so here's this. I'm hoping this doesn't, like, intersect with me and kill me or something. Alright, so where does this go? Here? 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 Oh. Oh. Okay, there. Oh! Oh! Okay. Now, I think if I attack this, it hurts me. Yep. Ow. Alright, so that's something. Now, I can't walk through this, and this is completely indestructible. Even withers can't get through this, which actually this could come in handy for wither fighting. Alright, so let's turn this off. Oh, it broke my water. Oh, hope it's not breaking anything down below. Yeah, it shouldn't. Ooh, hopefully not like the lava inside my industrial, whatchamacallit, Greg Tech thingy. Okay, so can I change the size of this or anything? What are all these? Alright, so there's, there are upgrades you can put in here. MFFS projector upgrade. Okay, touch damage. That sounds like maybe what I want. Can I make this smaller? I want to change the size. Okay, defense station. That sounds... Oh, Tesla coil. Okay. NPC defense. This sounds like it might be what I want. I'm hoping this means it'll kill stuff that's inside the... Okay, okay. Alright, so let's make... What the... How do I... MFFS card, personal ID. I don't know what this means. So what, I need to make another card and then somehow set it to me. Oh wait, that took 2 of those. Okay. So we'll make those and then did I want to do that? What happened? Well, there went those things. Wait. No, this already had a card in it. Is this... Yeah, okay, so it's still... I don't know, this is all very confusing. Let me see if I can figure out how to change the size or shape of this. Maybe this is okay. Maybe I don't have to change it. Alright, so let's install a defense module. And, well, see, here's this... wait. NPC defense. Yeah. Was I looking at another... Yeah, I was looking at that. Whoops, I missed. Okay, so I'm going to build one of these, and we're going to try it out. Alright, so here's the upgrade, NPC defense. Let's see... Wait, okay. Yeah, we already checked that. Where does this go? Here? Here? Oh. Oh. I don't know what those mean. Okay, there we go. So we turn this on. Alright, I'm fine inside it, but I think if there's any kind of NPC in here... Let's see, can I just... I don't know what the range is on these things. Can I just, like... Oh, how do I pick this up? Maybe with an industrial craft wrench? Yeah, there we go. Okay, got it. So let's try putting this out here. Maybe we'll use some cows as our victims. Let's do that. if this has the range. Alright, I'll just put this right here. And that's probably unlinked now. Okay, okay. Nothing's happening. Am I out of range, I wonder? Yeah, I'll bet I'm out of range, dang it. So it says it's linked, but... Oh, man. How does this work? If I do this... No. Maybe. Come on, work. Nope. Okay. I feel like I should be able to put some sort of battery sort of thing in this. Okay, yeah. Maybe we need one of these multi-tools. I don't know. So we have like so these talk about FE, force energy. I feel like I should be able to pick one up and yeah, put a bunch of force energy in it, then carry it over here to power this up maybe. Let's see if we can figure out a way to do that. So we'll make one more of those force energy crystals and see if we can store something in it. See, this is just overcomplicated. There's so much blundering involved here, because even the wiki is a little bit vague about what I actually need to do here. Okay, that's charging. Good. That's enough for now. So let's start there. See if we... Oh! See if we can get this to work. So, if I put this in here... Yeah, you have power. Excellent. So we'll turn it on. Nothing. Wait, I didn't... Oh! Well, no wonder it's not doing anything. Interesting. Let's put this back in here. I think that's... Is this still installed? Okay. Why does that keep happening? That's so weird. So... What am I trying to do here? I need to set this to... Let's not put that in yet. Let's put in the projector module. Okay, turn it on. Nothing. Okay. So we put this in here. Now it has power. Yes! Alright, so you're fine standing halfway in and halfway out. What if I insert this? Nothing. Shouldn't that be hurting these things? Maybe it has to be a hostile mob. So let's see if I can find a... There's a zombie. Lure him over and see what this does to him. Come on, guy. Come over here. Because, yeah, the based on the icons, like, looked like a creeper head. Hopefully, I guess it just... maybe it doesn't harm friendly mobs, is my thinking here. I feel like I'm not talking very well, but let's just see what this does. Okay, so we turn it on now. Oh, hello. Okay, so he got hurt when he went through it, and then once he got toward me a bit more. Alright, let's try this. Since we have a portable source of energy, we can just take this to the nether and try it on the wisps. Oh, there we go. Okay, maybe this will do the trick for us. So I'm going to go in there and see if it works. Alright, I think I'm going to be in range if I'm on top here, and that wisp is shooting me, so let's do this quick before he knocks me off into lava. I think I have all my stuff set up. Come on, do it! Oh, are you serious? This doesn't hurt wisps. Nothing hurts wisps, man! Why does nothing hurt wisps? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Come down here so I can try this on you. Come here. Come here. Ah! Ah! Turn it on. Can you get through there? How about zombie pigmen? Here, come here, wisp. Come here, wisp. Can you go through this? I can't control where the wisp goes. I want to get this zombie pigman in here. Let's just move that slightly. Right over to here. This will be fine. Stay where you are. Wisp, please don't knock me off while I'm doing this. Where's the... there it is. And, do this. Works on him! Okay, well, that's another failure. Okay, so how do we do this? There has to be a good way to kill wisps. Oh, hope I didn't just lose some of that stuff. Should have been more careful with that. Alright, well, so we blundered our way through MFFS, and determined that, no, it will not work on this. So, what the hell, man? Alright. Someone told me that Tesla coils work, so I am going to build one of those. We already built one in the construction of this force field thing, but we're going to at least try that and see if that can kill wisps. So, one moment. Alright, so I made myself another Tesla coil, and we need some way to power it. I don't think these actually take a huge amount of power, so a plain old bat box should do the job. So we're just going to use this RE battery to carry some power into the nether with us, and see if this will at least do the job. Now I'm hoping it won't kill me. Let's yeah, this might end up being tricky. I have some of this, so I can stand a bit of a distance away. Let me bring some redstone too, and I have blocks. Okay, let's try this out. All right, here we go. So I've gone ahead and just walled off this lava a little bit. So if this does manage to kill me, my stuff won't fall into it. So we have our switch here. This will turn on the Tesla coil. Bat box is connected to it via this cable. So let's put a battery in, see if it consumes some power over here. Yeah, okay. So right, that charges up the bat box. And yep, some's definitely going into the Tesla coil. How much? Go away, we're doing science. Oh, and you too. Oh, somehow hit it with the arrow. Cool. Okay, so is this... Alright, so that's not consuming any more power. I'm going to turn this on. It killed them! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay, Tesla coils. Do the job. Finally, something that works. Alright. So now the next question is, how do we actually set up automation for this and power for it? I'll find a way somehow. So I'm guessing that the amount of power it sucked out of there is all the juice it's going to use. And it probably used that all in one shot. I don't actually know about that, though. Let's see here. I think with this armor on, this won't kill me if it does work. Okay, no, that's just out of power. Alright. Cool, but anyway, let's see what we got for Wispy Essences. Ah, a whole bunch. Mostly I get this, this guy's making crystals jingle. That's pretty funny. Mostly I get these malum wisps. Also have mutatio, herba, lignum, air. Aqua, Solum, Potentia, and Ignis. So cool. I don't know if we actually need these now that I mention it, but at least we can kill the wisps, so this can stop happening. And this setup really isn't working at all. We're not getting any infused stone here, but I'd like to leave it for a bit longer. Maybe fill in some more stone and hopefully figure out a way to actually make this farm work. But anyway, we solved a key problem, how to kill the wisps. Or at least made a proof of concept of one way to do it. So I'll figure out how to set this up properly a bit later. But, ooh, I think that's enough blundering around for one episode. Let me go back home and check if there's anything else I wanted to show. But other than that, I think we might be just about done. Let me check on these bees, actually. Austere. Frugal. Okay, would those happen to be purebreds? That would be very nice. Austere pure? Yes! Okay, good. So something good came out of that. We got pure austere bees. There's lots that I can do with these for breeding. They're very important. So good. At least we have that. Ha! Alright. Yeah, let me go back home and check if there was one more thing on my to-do list. I wanted to automate some bee product processing, but I don't think we'll actually do that this episode. I'd like to get a better building for them before I do that too much. And now that we know the wand of equal trade and flower mining trick, I can get my endstone real quick and get all the building materials I need for my bee building. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm thinking maybe up in the sky above this with like a hanging bridge coming off of one of the floors of that going to it. But I don't know if I can actually make that work and look nice and stuff. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to cover. Yeah, I didn't plan this very thoroughly. Let me just check my notes real quick. Oh. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see how quick this is. So another thing I saw in that tips and tricks thread was this destruction catalyst thing. Ooh. Apparently this can be used for something similar to that mining trick and can break a whole bunch of one type of... Okay, yeah, blows up a 3x3x3 cube behind target cube, destroys mundane vanilla blocks only. Okay, interesting. Ooh, I do not have the gold for that. All right, so we won't be doing that this episode. We'll play with this sometime. Looks fun. Oh, wow, cool. Repairs items made of gold. Anyway, I'm going to call it an episode for today. This was a little bit scattered because I didn't really plan. No, just dumped all my stuff in there. Didn't really have a solid plan. I'll do that again for next episode because I think it works better with a bit more structure to it. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.